City Councilman Corey Johnson's campaign paid for a criminal defense lawyer last year to represent a former campaign manager in two city probes, records show. Johnson, who is running for re-election Tuesday and is a top contender to be the next city council speaker, had his campaign cover the $5,000 legal bill of ex-campaign manager R.J. Jordan, even though, at the time, Jordan had not worked for Johnson in 3 years. The payment to the law firm Abramson Morrick was made on November 14, 2016. The city probes, by the Department of Investigation and the Campaign Finance Board, took place in the summer and fall of 2016. The DOI and the Finance Board looked into a complaint alleging a campaign volunteer shelled out more than $8,000 for Johnson's clothes, meals and rent during the 2013 election, with none of the money being logged as campaign contributions. The volunteer said he also paid $1,500 for a medical procedure that Jordan needed. The city's campaign finance law mandates that a candidate disclose all monetary and in-kind donations, as well as gifts with significant and enduring value. The maximum donation an individual can legally make to a council candidate during a single election cycle is $2,750. The campaign finance law allows for funds to pay for legal representation in civil matters arising out of a political campaign, but not criminal ones. The DOI, which is a law enforcement agency, doesn't categorize an investigation as criminal or civil. But its investigations can lead to either criminal charges, civil penalties or nothing at all. Alan Abramson, the criminal defense lawyer who repped Jordan, insisted that the DOI and Campaign Finance Board probes were both administrative and civil matters. He said neither probe led to any violations. Over a year ago, I represented a Johnson campaign staff member during a DOI administrative inquiry, which resulted in no action being taken against anyone, Abramson said in a statement to the Daily News. My representation ended when the NYC Campaign Finance Board issued an order finding that no campaign violation occurred. The Campaign Finance Board published its order to Johnson in January 2017. It said it did not levy any violations. The DOI declined to comment. Johnson's campaign said the DOI never contacted the councilman. It declined to comment when asked directly if the councilman accepted gifts or money from the volunteer. Last week, the volunteer, whom the Daily News is not naming, reiterated that all the allegations were true and accurate. "I'm saddened to hear that no criminal action will be forthcoming," he said. The DOI received the complaint alleging the volunteer gave gifts and money to Johnson in June 2016. The complaint was also mailed to the State Attorney General's office, which after reviewing the document determined the allegations fell under the jurisdiction of the Campaign Finance Board and forwarded it to the agency. The volunteer said he did not send the complaint, but he confirmed to DOI investigators that the details were true during a nearly 2-hour interview. Johnson, a Democrat who represents Chelsea, Greenwich Village and Hell's Kitchen, was a first-time council candidate in 2013, running for the seat that Christine Quinn vacated because of term limits. The volunteer said he started pitching in on Johnson's campaign in June 2013. He said between that time and the election, he gave more than $8,000 to Johnson because the candidate was constantly running out of money and had asked him to help. The volunteer said he bought Johnson shirts and pants at J. Crew, covered the rent for the candidate's office and apartment and stocked the campaign's fridge. The volunteer said he also gave $3,000 to the Working Families Party at Johnson's urging. The party has previously said that the donation played no role in backing Johnson. Jordan did not respond to a request for comment, but he told the reporter last year, when the complaint first became public, that the volunteer did pay $1,500 toward a medical procedure he needed. However, he said that the volunteer and he were friends, and the payment was outside of my parameters as Corey's campaign manager.